Okay, Sunny, hello.
Good afternoon, Aishah. How are you
How are you?
today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this resolution of yours, blogging.
Hmm.
Yeah, why did
So
you want to do blogging?
I don't really know how to do the blogging when I try to do it myself, you see. So I would try to turn to you all to get some assistance.
Well, I have never had a blog, but I have friends who are bloggers, so I asked them. And it's actually, right now in this day and age, it's actually pretty simple. So the steps that you need to do in order for you to set up a blog is number one, first of all, get your domain name. Now, a lot of people may use a different platform like Blogspot, like Kicks.com, like WordPress. Now, these are platforms, and I suggest you to try one of them. They
Oh,
are very easy platforms where it will guide you one step at a time. It will actually have, it's got templates, design templates. So for me, I mean, yeah, how it looks like and the design is pretty important too, but the content needs to be compelling. It needs to be really interesting. But why? Why do you want to start a blog? Like, what do you want to talk about, Sunny?
I want to put my title of the blog as your charismatic success, which is
Mm-hmm.
coincidentally my own initials. You know, my full name is Yong Chee Shin, so the Y, the C, and the S, so I change it, become this kind of thing. So what I want to include in this blog is things like probably my own academic success, what kind of music I listen to, then probably on sports, relationships, etc. This is what I can
Okay.
think of my mind right now.
Do you do a lot of writing?
Not really, but I do read a lot of those posting from other bloggers.
Like I said, the content has got to be pretty compelling. So Pravina, who is our content producer for Mix, she's the one who writes most of the articles for our
Uh,
website. I've actually invited her to join us today so that she can give you tips on how to write a compelling blog post. All right, so Pravina, if you're somewhere there, you can come and join us.
Hi, nice to meet you. Thanks, Aisha. So, if you want me to give three tips, right, for writing, so I think my first tip for you to write compelling content would be to use simple words, because especially when we are writing about our personal stories, right? Especially when you say stories, I feel you should write in such a way like you're telling a story. When people read it, it should be conversational. So I would advise you, or I would suggest that you think like you imagine talking to somebody and you just write down whatever you usually talk about, but of course in like better words, but do not use like too difficult words, because if people have to like constantly Google some of the words, they would be bored eventually. And my second tip would be to keep your writing short and sweet, because sometimes, unless it's like a very deep issue we're touching on, people wouldn't really want to spend a lot of time reading about our things. Yeah, if it's too long, they would lose interest. So if you keep it like 3 to 4 minutes read, that would be perfect in my personal opinion. And then the tip would be to be consistent, I think, because sometimes even on Mix website, we have a lot of things coming in at work. Sometimes we go for meetings, we have shoots, and in any day like that I under deliver, I can only write like one article instead of three. The number of readers go down for that particular day. So I
Wow,
would,
so fast. You see the difference, right, and the change.
yeah. Yeah. So we get the numbers from the back end, of course. So I would suggest, if you're starting to write, I know that you're busy and all, so you have to decide how many articles you're going to write. Maybe in a week or in 2 weeks, you're going to post one, but you have to make sure that you keep posting. Like every 2 weeks, you post an article. Because you never know who is silently reading your articles and becoming your fans. So once you start an article, start publishing, and then once people follow you and read your articles, you have to make sure you're consistently posting for them.
So just to start you on your journey, Mix has actually decided to get you your domain name. So we have purchased 1 year for yourcharismaticsuccess.com, and then we'll
wow,
get it transferred under your name. So you
wow,
will
thank
now
you.
own yourcharismaticsuccess.com. So that will be
Wow,
your beginning And yeah, we will, now we know your domain name, we will be checking in on you and we'll be reading up on your blog post, okay? No pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, we hope that we've
Yeah.
given you enough for you to get started, and we wish you
Yes,
all
you
the best,
have.
okay?
Okay, so a little extra thing that I did for Chee Shin to help him with his 2020 resolution of blogging is I actually have bought him his domain name. I bought it on GoDaddy, Your Charismatic Success. So hopefully he will achieve his charismatic success with this new domain name. So it's confirmed, Your Charismatic Success.